What's up, everybody? You know who the fuck it is. It's the homie Toe here chilling. One half of your favorite group, Homegrown. You know I'm always with my dog.
Top notch.
And it's Homie Genius. We back for another season. Brought to you by Cannabis Cactus. Always free.
Never prickly. It's the first episode of season 6 featuring your boy Futuristic. Run up them likes and comments and hit that subscribe button.
Make sure you go check it out. What's up, everybody? You know who the fuck it is. It's the homie Toe here chilling. One half of your favorite group, Homegrown. And you know I'm always with my dog.
Top notch.
I be with my dog.
You know what I'm saying? And it's Homie Genius. We back for another season, man. We have returned. Brought to you by Cannabis Cactus. Always free.
Never prickly.
Make sure you go download that app. It's going down, man. Probably one of our best openings yet, right?
Oh, for sure. Come
That was great.
Hands down, man. Look
That
at
was
himself.
great,
He needs no introduction
crazy.
himself.
Zeros.
You know what I mean? It was the man himself, Futuristic.
Yes, Lord.
You see Austin, my technical man back there giving me thumbs up and shit.
Everything Gucci, everything Gucci.
My auto technical man. Shout out to Austin, man. Like I said, Cannabis Cactus. Shout out to Shango. Shango Cannabis. Man, they was hooking us up with some good stuff, man. Some Ace. Shout out to Local Flower. Make sure you go over there and check out Local Flower. They got some rosin going on over there. Is that what we got, Tuki Tuki?
Yes, sir.
We got our man Tuki Tuki over there in the corner, man. Shout out Tuki Tuki.
Tuki.
He's one of Cannabis's top writer and reviewer. Make sure you go download and check out all his articles, all kinds of great stuff. You'll learn all kinds of cannabis information from that man right there. He's got crazy stuff over there that we'll move later because it's expensive. And you know, Mexicans don't do good with expensive stuff. So, but yeah, man, shout out to everybody that's in the house. This man comes with someone cool too over there in the corner.
Yes, sir.
He's got a cool haircut over there.
Let's go. You needed that hair compliment.
I needed that.
Yeah.
I've been down and out, man. They've been cutting me up the past week.
Right. Shout out to Los Films a lot over there in the corner, man. Shout out Los Films. He's been around all over. We were just with Little Flip, man, Fanatic and them this past weekend. So shout out to Los Films.
Lil Flip.
For doing all that good stuff. But hey, now that we got all that out the way, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Muisos Cannabis. Shout out to Mama Wanna's Eats and Treats. Shout out to Jeffro Botanicals.
All the sponsors.
Everybody that rolls with your boys, man. We are back and we are back heavy. Obviously, look at the man standing or sitting across from me. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said,
Big
shout
time.
out to everybody.
Yes, sir.
Everybody.
We gotta get them all in there, bro. You know
That was like a longer shout out than like the Grammys. Everybody.
Only thing he didn't shout out was his mama.
Right. No, that's coming.
Yeah.
That's coming before the episode's over. I can already tell.
Okay, you know my
I was
dog.
trying to give it, a little resume for it, maybe. You know what I mean? Post it.
Facts.
Hey,
The Latin ones, at least. You know what I mean?
Oh, I
Yeah.
see you. Latin Grammys. I see you.
I can't speak no Spanish, but you think I
Oh, you're out there.
Man, my mans, how you doing, man? Thanks for coming in, Homie Genius. How you feeling?
All day. Doing great, man. It's actually like my 4th interview today.
Is it
So
really?
I've been on the interviews and TikToks all day.
What?
Wow.
What were you
Wow.
doing
Busy
TikTok?
man.
Were you doing dances TikToks?
Nah. Actually, my guy Michael Manelli just sang his song in an ice bath. So that was a pretty crazy TikTok. Yeah. So
Ooh, and it's not
hopefully,
even out yet?
if y'all see that
Damn.
in a week, just know you heard it here first. It's going down. Michael Manelli in the ice bath singing a new song. It's
They
going
looking
crazy.
for it. They looking for it.
Be looking exclusive. DJ. All right.
For sure. So interviews all day, man. So I just seen you was in Colorado this weekend, man.
Yeah. Just got back from Colorado. Y'all would have loved that. A dude gave me 200 joints.
Holy shit,
200
for
joints.
what? Just for take home? Just for
Take
you?
home,
Just
smoke
you?
them. I smoked
Damn.
30 of them in one time yesterday. It was terrible. It was terrible.
30 of them at one time, huh?
Yeah.
Was
yeah.
he just a fan or he had like a
Just a fan?
company or
I mean,
something?
I would imagine. Yeah, he has a company, right? He grows his own weed too.
I'm sure he was.
He
trying
grows his own weed, but is also a fan. He opened up the show and brought 200
Wow.
joints. Crazy.
That's dope.
Yeah, I was like, fam, you know I don't smoke, right? He was
We
like,
would have loved it. You're right.
you got it. You got it. Here you go. So,
That shit's fire.
yeah.
So you were just there for business?
Yeah, I just had 3 shows. I did Denver, Fort Collins, and Colorado Springs.
Dope as hell. Man,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What was the turnout like out there?
Always good.
Yeah.
Colorado is always good. I mean, I guess I smoke is one of the. I'm so glad I made that song because now I get booked for all this weed stuff, even
Right,
though
hell yeah.
I don't smoke weed. So it's
crazy.
fire. They always pop out and go crazy. So yeah, Colorado always shows up.
Hell
Yeah, man, I was the first thing I told these guys. And they were like, oh, man, that was 8 years ago. And I'm like, well, it's popping now. Like,
Yeah,
damn, man, that's what's up.
yeah.
So
That's
I
when,
thought,
how long ago that song was released? 8
Literally
years?
8 years ago, in a couple days, February. So this month actually marks my 10 years of being a professional rapper, if you want to say. And I guess I Smoke came out 2014, February 11th. I just saw the other day. Yeah.
Tight.
when you
Shout out
say
to my man
professional-
Austin for that news.
For the info, my bad.
Yeah, the info.
When you say professional, does that just mean like you had really released an album? And
Quit my job and been living off
okay.
music
You mean-
strictly since
okay, I
2012.
see.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
Yep.
dope.
Yeah.
You meant like full time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That's
So
dope.
been a decade.
Man, that's dope.
Crazy.
So man, where are you born, raised from? Brothers, sisters?
Born and raised in Illinois, Bloomington, Illinois. Lived there till I was 12 in Bloomington. I'm one of 8. I got
One of 8?
Yeah, I got a lot of family. They've all kind of migrated out here over time. But yeah,
Wow.
I'm one of 8. Pops does music. That's kind of where all this stemmed from. Like I was making songs when I was 4, 5, 6 years old.
Okay.
So he's a DJ, drummer, bass player.
Oh,
Me and my
shit.
brother started rapping when he was 8 and I was 5. So like, really been doing this my entire life. When I say I've been doing this for 25 years, people look at me crazy and it's like, nah, I've really been doing this for 25 years.
To the point where like you were even writing stuff, or was it
Yeah, I
like-
was writing. I was
Man,
doing.
crazy.
I was winning talent shows and doing festivals and shows at 5, 6 years old.
Wow. In the siblings, where are you? Are you like youngest?
I'm kind of in the
oldest?
middle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm in the middle.
So all of them do music or just a few of them?
We're all musically inclined for sure.
Right.
We all do something music related. One of my brothers runs the Castle Theater in Bloomington, which is like, so he's a talent buyer. My other brother's a rapper. My other brother's a producer, drummer, guitar player. My other brother
Oh,
plays
yeah, it's
drums.
going down.
Both my sisters sing. Like, yeah,
That's
Oh
it.
yeah, that's what's up.
yeah.
How's school like? Were you going to school out there in Illinois or?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the regular elementary school, junior high. Before I moved out here, I got in a lot of fights, got suspended a lot. You know, talked back to teachers when I thought they was doing dumb shit, and then moved to Arizona, and life is good.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Was the whole family like that though? Was it like you got one smarter as far as siblings, sports, athletic, things like that?
I'm really I don't want to say I'm the only athletic one, but like I was the only one.
Damn, you fighting.
I was the only one that really like. I won't say one of my brothers wrestled. One of my brothers actually got got a full ride for baseball. But like playing every sport and still being able to do that at this current juncture of our lives, I'm the only one that like still.
this juncture.
You're still an athlete.
You know what I'm saying?
That was a shot right there at this juncture.
Yeah. So
This age,
yeah.
Yeah, because I'm at that juncture where that's gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not the athletic one.
Slow pitch softball is as good as it gets for a lot of people at this age. You know what I'm saying? So
For sure.
get in where you fit in.
And I'm not even doing that. You know what I mean? I'm coaching
He
and
coaches.
shit.
He coaches.
Oh, there you go.
I had a quick question though about you said a lot of your siblings do music. Do you guys
Yeah.
ever do any projects together?
I've gotten on records with my brother. My brother has put my sister on records.
That's
Obviously,
dope.
it's kind of like I took my dad on tour, so my dad
Wow.
drummed and DJ'd one of my tours. I took my
That
other
had to
brother
be
on
super
tour.
dope. Even just to make music with your family. Like, that's gotta be dope.
Yeah. So it's like it's this fine balance of like I take it really seriously, obviously, and then like y'all don't. So
Right.
it's just a matter of like I can only do so much.
Right.
But also like they're not trying to make a living out of it. So
Yeah.
yeah, man, we karaoke it up, you know, on the holidays.
Hell yeah.
And
They're not
live
trying to
life.
hit you for every album. Let me get a feature.
One of them is the rest are good. Yeah.
It's gotta be hard
is
not
good.
to though, huh?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
that
gotta
one.
be hard not to.
I mean, that one.
I've
Hey,
learned
man.
I've learned the art of saying no. I'm super good at that
They
shit.
said that remix with Burner Man. Come on,
Come on,
man.
yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
your boy.
Yeah. I already told him, I'm like, don't enter. You can't win. You can't win. Sorry. Enter, but you can't win. Because then it sucks because even if he bodied it,
Right.
I
You
look
would look
weird.
crazy. Yep.
Yeah,
You
like,
would look crazy. Yep.
okay, yeah, sure. My brother wins. Haha,
You'd
here's,
have to hella
here's
times.
$1,000 in the feature.
Yeah. You'd have to hella times be like, no, for real. I don't pick. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
somebody else picks that, but still people
For
would
sure.
pick.
I told him when it's not my song and somebody else goes, like, the next one we got, I think is going to be Tech 9 for another contest. So when he goes, if B-Daz enters and Tech picks him, then more power to him.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But I can't pick you. That'd look crazy.
I agree.
I'm trying to rig that, mug. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to win somehow.
Right.
I'm trying to
Right.
rig that, mug. That's what's up, man. So typical high school sports, you said like that, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
man. I played pretty much every sport growing up. And I mean, I don't know what
you
you
hoop
call
a
it.
lot. You hoop a lot.
That's
Yeah.
from what I've seen.
Yeah.
for
No,
sure you hoop.
hoop is like the only thing that keeps me sane. It's like the only time I'm not thinking about a million things at once is playing basketball.
sure.
Like if I didn't hoop, I don't know what I do. Probably slip my wrist vertically.
Stuck in
Be
your
all
element.
bad.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, high school was as regular as I guess anything else in life. You know, we all got our own experiences. But yeah, you know, I was at school rapping. I was going to school. I was messing with some girls. I was, you know.
You didn't hoop in high school? Like for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
basketball team? Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
What high school was that?
I played at McClintock.
McClintock, the
Yes,
Chargers?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. What year is this?
09, I graduated.
09? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was like 03. What are you, 03?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, y'all old.
Damn, he straight up hit us with it.
I didn't get. Hopefully, live didn't get that. Y'all didn't get that.
Oh yeah.
Did that cut out? Oh, did that cut out on you?
Us did. Cut his mic.
We old out here. It is what it is.
Austin, fix that in post.
It is, man. Think about it. Cats that were born in the year 2000 are now 22 years old.
That shit blows my mind.
Crazy, right?
Insane.
That shit blows my mind.
Crazy.
Out here getting drunk. Born in the year 2000.
Real talk.
Insane.
Out here getting drunk.
When did this happen and where the fuck was I? You know what I'm saying?
It just sounds crazy. Like, yeah, a 2000 baby is 21 years old now. You old,
and been in the
you
club
old.
for a year.
Oh, yeah.
Consistently.
Damn, I'm old as shit. I was just getting into high school.
When you think about that, no, you was finna graduate, nigga.
Yeah, you was in there.
You was finna graduate.
Oh, you was gonna get close to graduating.
That's fucked.
Oh man,
that's fucked up, man.
He was at alternative school or what? He was in the summer class.
Yeah, why'd you gotta bring that up?
What do they call it?
Wings.
Oh, you was in that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I went over there a couple times.
Yeah, you know about.
I knew a little girl over there.
Yes,
sir.
Hey, they had the baddest ones, the ones that wanted to do something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all the ones that got in trouble. It was like, yo, just drive around front.
Yeah.
One's gonna come outside. For
That's
sure.
Hilarious.
That's right, man.
Hell yeah.
So at what point does Futuristic really become futuristic, or at least the idea and the name and all that start really? Obviously, music starts young.
The name too. The
Oh,
name,
really?
literally,
Yeah,
I've had the name since I was, not when I was 5, but probably when I was 8.
Damn.
When I was
How about
8 years
foresight?
old, yeah, I really had the name Futuristic, and my brother's friend gave it to me, and it was just like, you know, we basically had a label that young. We were like, oh yeah, we're this label, we do this, we do that, and so it was like, my brother was actually kind of like the leader of it, and he was like, yo, called me up, like, I got your name. It was almost like some making the band shit, and then he put his homie on, he's like, Futuristic.
Ooh.
He was
And
like,
how was your reaction? What were you thinking?
I was just like, what the fuck does that mean? But yeah, because it was like, you know, they kind of was calling me the future. They always just naturally called me the future. Like, I'm young, I'm rapping fast. Like, I'm doing high school talent shows at 8 years old. I'm doing all this stuff, and they're like, you know what, you're the future, but the name is Futuristic. And so since 8 years old, like, boom, Futuristic.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's dope, man.
Since 8 years old, huh?
Goes crazy, yeah.
So when was maybe the first music break, as far as it being a real career?
Yeah, because you were professional at that time.
Yeah, I think when I really started taking it like super serious. So like I was selling mad CDs from elementary school all the way through high school, you know. And then as soon as I graduated high school, that's when I started doing music videos and things like that. And once I started doing music videos, I was thinking like, how can I get more people to see these?
Right.
So the first time I got picked up by a blog was 2010 or 2011, and that's when things started like. I started really learning the business. It's like, okay, so to get more people to see my stuff, I got to get on new platforms.
Right.
So when I got on my first blog, it was like, okay, let's go. How do I get on every blog? How do I get on every platform? How do I get on every channel? How do I get features? How do I do this, do that, do that? So really 2010 was when it started really getting serious for me.
Right. I know, because I seen you even do like the YouTube where you be asking people to rap for them.
Yeah.
You even ask them if they have Valentine's.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I've never faced so much rejection in one day in my life.
Right.
I always wondered about those. I know everybody has seen those. You know what I mean? You get millions of views and shit. But like, what's the backstory to those? Like, how did that day really go?
As far as the nerd one, the nerd rap.
Yeah. I mean, similar like.
Well, even all of them. How do they all? Because
so like it happened from I saw this YouTuber. And, you know, I was on Facebook. This video was going viral on Facebook. And it was this dude. He was just eating junk food at the gym. Niggas doing mad sit-ups, eating donuts while he's doing sit-ups. And as I'm watching it, I'm like, I see one of my homies in the background. And I'm like, wait, that's the gym I go to. So then, obviously, I found out, and I'm talking about Big Dogs TV. So I found out he lived here. So I hit him up. This is right after I Guess I'll Smoke dropped, actually. And he's like, bro, big fan. Love I Guess I'll Smoke. What's up? And I'm like, let's do something. So we actually did a lot of pranks, not a lot, but a few pranks before the nerd rap, where like I did like awkwardly staring at strangers, where I would just go up to people on ASU's campus and just be like,
right.
Mad weird, right? So we did stuff like that, and then he did a nerd rap of his own, but he can't rap.
Oh, okay.
So like his kind of took off, and I was like, let me
body that
do
shit.
mine,
Yeah.
and it'll go crazy, and that's how that all started. Yeah,
and it went crazy. That shit is mad funny, bro.
Yeah, went wild, and that was actually a really easy one.
Is that where it's at, ASU?
The first one was in Compton.
Oh, okay.
And so we went to Compton and literally hopped out the car, did like 3 or 4 of them, and we was good. Like, I did 4. Those are the 4 you see in the video. That's it. Oh. And it was probably like 20 minutes. Mad quick.
That's crazy.
Some of the other ones, especially after I got recognized from doing that one, damn near impossible. Because everybody's like, I know what you're about to do.
Oh, yeah.
So getting a genuine reaction from anybody, you couldn't. So the second time we did it, it took like 4 hours. Damn. And then when I did the Valentine's one, like, it took probably 4 or 5 hours. And nobody would, like, I don't know if I'm ugly or what, but, like, these girls was like, we all got Valentine's. And I'm like, stop it.
Come on now, yeah.
I think I actually.
You ain't ugly, dog.
I posted a video that was just all my rejections in one video, and that went more viral than the actual Valentine's rap. Yeah.
People love that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's those are funny, man. Those are some funny ass videos.
Facts.
So you're doing all that, just recently engaged and all that stuff, right, child?
Come on, married up, got a baby, little 3-month-old. The cutest baby. I'm not being biased. My baby is definitely cuter than whoever's watching this. Sorry to break it to you. That nigga is cute. And yeah, bro, it's been amazing.
Right. How did that come about with the career and all that stuff? How does that go? Maybe when did you meet her? And then
man, wild. Like, I've known her since 2012 as well. Actually met her at a music video. She was in one of not my first music videos, but she's in this video called I Got Sauce. And met her that day. Had a girlfriend at the time that was there with me, and kind of like after me and my girl split, like, she just came in and out my life. Like, I was too focused, too busy, and too busy being a dog and too busy making music.
Right.
So like,
he said being a dog. My man was real.
Yeah, I was definitely like,
being a dog.
I was just out there living a full and complete life, and I really wasn't focused on her. But I think what was good about that is, A, she saw me at my worst. B, she was there, like, when I needed her, and C, she saw the lifestyle, so she understands it. And then as things progressed, it was like we really got serious 3 years ago. No, now it's been like 4 or 5.
Don't fuck that up.
Yeah, it's been like 4 or 5. 2017 is when we first started really like rocking.
Yeah,
so
that's
like 5
better.
years.
That's better. That's safe. That's the safest. You just go with the year. I mean, don't try to go with the whole
month.
Yeah. So 2017 is when we first started rocking, and I realized, like, damn, like, you're actually the shit. I really, really like you. You know, so it kind of just developed and grew. And like I said, since she understood and had been around and seen everything, like, it'd be hard for a woman to jump into it'd be hard to find a woman now at my current status and what I have and what I've done for her not to be a certain type of girl, you know? So, like,
100%.
The fact that I knew this girl rocked with me 10 years ago, and she is the way she is, and she's held me down through so much, yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, because
it's a beautiful thing.
I don't mean to harp too much on it, but this man be putting her pooping on the Instagram and stuff.
Oh, yeah. You gotta have fun with your lady, bro. Bro, yeah, I be catching her slipping all the time. I'm like, oh, she pooping, she in here doodling. I be posting her little when she was busted in high school. You look crazy. I'm posting that. Yeah, no, I be on her head for sure. We mess around a lot, and I think you gotta keep that fun, you know. So you don't be an old married couple that, like, they be showing on the commercials trying to buy car insurance.
I'm that person. I'm like rolling down Walmart, you know what I mean? Trying to grab some coffee and shit for the morning and shit. I'm that old person, brother.
Hell yeah.
With the family life and all that and the music, as it starts to take off, maybe the goods and bads with both of it, maybe the balance between it and how you've learned to deal with it, and maybe advice to someone that's going through it.
I mean, there's so much that goes into it. Like, man, it's a lot. Like, the whole journey is a lot, and, like, when they say more money, more problems, like, that's the thing. When you talk about, like, there's so, man, I don't even know where to start. So, first of all, when you're coming up and you have this dream and you have this passion, nobody really believes it but you.
For sure.
So you're fighting off everybody telling you everybody projecting their own fears on you, on what they want you to do, because they're too scared to do what you're doing.
Yeah, they wouldn't do that.
So your mom, your family, your friends, whatever, it's like, yeah, right. Your teachers, whatever it might be. Nobody really takes it serious. So that's like the first thing you got to really fight through. Once you break down that barrier and you start moving around and actually doing stuff with your music, now those same people are going to come back to you and want something. Whether it's just an invite to something, or it's money, or it's promotions, or it's whatever it is. You're doing some cool shit, they all want to go now.
Right.
And pulling 20 people on your back at all times is a tough task. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you get on an airplane, you know, they tell you if the plane goes down, put your mask on first before you help anybody else out. Like, that's something that I live by that. It's right, like, yo, I can't help y'all until I help myself, until where I get my life and my family life before I can really help y'all. So, like, you go through that. And then once you get even more popping, it's like, fam, just the taxes alone is a fucking struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like, dealing with that, or dealing with, you know, all the things that come with that, the handouts that people want, and then you deal with the hate and the criticism. Like, it's a lot on the mental from day 1 to year 10. There's a lot of different things that go on, or like people coming after you for whoop-de-wop, whatever. You see famous Chris Brown getting sued again. What this nigga do now?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Every time he drop a single, you know what I mean?
Yeah, people come out the woodwork. Some shit may be true, some shit may not be true, but at the end of the day, like, all these things are bred from jealousy and envy and hatred based off of from people you don't even know a lot of the times, just because you've chased your dreams and you've worked hard to make your passion a life.
Right.
So there's a lot. As far as advice I would give, it'd be like, know what you want out of it before you get into it, right? Like, what do you really want to make happen? I see a lot of kids that are like, I want to be famous on TikTok. Why? Why do you want to be famous on TikTok? What's the actual goal? And I think when you realize, like, okay, if your goal is I want to live off my music so I can support my family, you're going to move different doing that than if you're just like, I want to be famous, right? So at the end of the day, it's how can you monetize your following? How can you support your lifestyle based off of your passion? Do you actually want to be really famous? Do you want to be at a point where you can't walk into the mall, or you can't walk into a grocery store or a bowling alley? Like, I don't think anybody really wants to be that famous. Like, I don't think that's a lifestyle. It's not a lifestyle I would want to live.
The people who are, you can tell they don't appreciate all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, they're trying to get away from it most of the time.
Close to there, you know what I mean? So you're speaking it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, my life is a lot more normal now than it was 5-6 years ago. But yeah, there was a point where, like, yo, I can't go to Mill Ave and just go. Like, I gotta get out. People gotta walk me in. I gotta be put to the back. I gotta whatever. Like, nigga couldn't even go to Top Golf. Couldn't do like anything like that without just being mobbed. And like, if you're somewhere for longer than 20 minutes, one kid is on a Snapchat, for sure. Boom, now there's 100 kids. Now there's 200. I used to have LA Fitness telling me, like, yo, you can't really be in here hooping like this because every time you come, this happens. And I'm like, fam, what you want me to do?
Yeah, gotta hoop somewhere.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that people don't really realize. But my thing is just keeping your head on straight, knowing what your goals are. The art of saying no is a big one, and just really knowing, being focused, laser focused on what you want out of this life.
Right.
That's good advice. Shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, that's top. What's more of your outlet towards it? Like, as far as your everyday, if you feel stressed, you feel something, do you just go to music, or what do you go to as far as?
I don't even go to music usually. It's hoop for me. It's a walk in the park. It's putting my phone at home and doing anything else. Like, put your phone down, put your ego down, put all that down, and just go be one with whatever it is that you love. Like, go work out. Anything physical always gets me going. And I mean, yeah, so anything physical, or like now it's like, cool, deep breath, go hold my son. Like, that's what matters. You know, like, cool. That's way more important than whatever's happening on my phone right now. So
for sure.
Real quick, station identification break. This is Homie Genius, man. I am the Homie Toe, one half of your favorite group. You know, I'm always with my dog over there.
Top notch.
And it's Homie Genius, man. We have returned. Brought to you by Cannabis Cactus. Always free, never prickly. I took his line. I apologize for that.
That's fucked up.
It really is.
It's really fucked up.
Go make sure you download the app. All kinds of great content. I got Tuki over here getting some dabs ready. He has amazing articles in there. I got Austin in the background over there. I almost forgot your name, Austin. I don't know how. But he's my technical guru. He's over there on the TV screen bringing up some cool stuff of this gentleman who's done a lot of stuff and has a lot of stuff going on. And we want to talk a little bit about that, too.
Yes, sir.
As we come back. A lot of good ways for you artists that are independent artists and all kinds of great stuff to start all kinds of good things and get in contact with some good people.
For sure.
So make sure you tap in. Shout out to Shango for tapping in with that flower. Did you get that rolled up?
Yeah, it's around here somewhere.
Let's get that
also,
fired up.
Shout out to Mama Juana's, Muiso, and Jeffro's Botanicals.
Jeffrey Botanicals, man, he got the CBD cream. We're going to hook you up with Copper One infused.
Oh, yeah.
You rub it on them joints for basketball,
I was going to say, I need that on my knees right
shit.
now. My shit's a little bit sore. Run it up. I need that on the left knee.
That stuff is some real deal shit.
Yeah, man, that is some good stuff. So shout out to everybody, man, that has tapped in. Shout out to Mikey. Mikey tuned in. He's on his way to Vegas. He's the owner of the magazine. He's done some great stuff for us, so shout him out. We in the middle of our first episode coming back, season 6. Is that what we on?
Yes, sir.
Season 6, episode 1 with Futuristic.
Dang, there's our catch. There it is, right there.
Boom, there you go. Put that on the beginning.
So, man, we back with Future and Futuristic, and we want to talk about his indie amplifier.
Yes, sir. Indie Amplifier.
I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that you work with, all kinds of good stuff, all kinds of great tools that help everybody out.
Yeah.
You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, Indie Amplify is a website that I created about 1.5 years ago, and it's the one-stop shop for artists. It's a marketplace where you can get anything from features, music reviews, consulting, graphic design, videography. There's educational resources. Everything that like I wish I would have had 10 years ago is now on the site. Every resource that I have at my disposal gets put on the site. Every opportunity that comes across my plate, I'm thinking of how can I give it to the community.
Right.
You know, so just like doing the I Guess I'll Smoke remix right now.
Right.
Cop the beat for $15 and you could potentially get on a song with me, Burner, and Dizzy Wright. Where was that shit 10 years ago?
Right.
Didn't exist. So, yeah, Indie Amplify is just the marketplace for all independent musicians. Even like I have an all-in-one bundle. The all-in-one bundle is 20 different contracts, checklists, and books and guides to guide your career, to help your career. Every time I got a contract from a record label, from a manager, from an endorsement deal, all those contracts that cost me negotiating $4 or $5 grand, you can now get the whole bundle of everything for $100.
Oh, wow.
So it's just like things that are unheard of in the industry for real, are all on this website. And yeah, it's been my main focus and will continue to be my focus moving forward, is helping out independent artists.
Yeah, man, that's super dope. I took a look on there. There's a lot of information on there. You guys got to go check it out, man. Like he said, you can get features, consulting. I mean, just a lot of information for you, man. Go check it out.
Facts. And if you're an artist or a creative yourself now, we've actually opened the doors to where you can sign up and sell your services. So now it's not just the big artists. You can go on there and sell your own services and create money and create revenue for yourself based off people searching the site, seeing you, and booking you.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, and independent artists here in Arizona, maybe let's talk a little bit about that and what your thoughts on how it was coming up through Arizona.
Yeah.
Maybe you, now that you are who you are and you've been through other states, how you feel it's different maybe, or what you learned.
Yeah.
And maybe advice to the young Arizona coming up right now.
For sure. I think, I said it earlier today that we should be the next hotspot. Talent-wise, we should be the next hotspot. We have a ton of talent and a ton of people actually moving and shaking. From Young Reese just got signed to French Montana.
Yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to him.
Merkham's is going crazy.
Markham is over there going crazy in New York
interview.
and stuff. Markham, shout out to him. He's going to be coming on the show too. Shout out to Markham's on that show.
Run it up. J-Rob crushing his
J-Rob just had
stuff.
the album release party.
Yeah, super killed his album release party.
Yeah.
Ali Dominique doing what he does. Been on Netflix. Been won the Doritos commercial. Has 84,000 subscribers on Snapchat. Going crazy on that.
Right.
Alexis got a song with T-Pain with Snow the Product. Like,
shout out to Alexis. We just released a track with Alexis.
Go get our song with Alexis. Yeah.
That's what's up. So yeah, there's just a lot of people doing a lot of things in Arizona where like
Trinidad went on #1 on TikTok.
Oh yeah, he went crazy with the De Niro joint.
Yeah.
And before that, he had the Jennifer joint.
Yeah.
There's just so many people here and so many talented folks that there's no reason why people shouldn't be looking at Arizona like, and we're this close to LA.
Right.
Like, and everyone's leaving LA. They're either coming here, Nashville, or Texas.
For sure.
Yeah.
So can't stand it over there anymore.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, it's just like we're really the next hub, and if people rally together, one thing I could say is like I've definitely seen more unity in other places, but there's starting to be a lot of unity here too. But like Seattle's probably the craziest music scene I've ever seen, where a cat could have 200 followers on Instagram and then sell out 1,000 cat venue in Seattle, just because like everyone in Seattle rocks with each other. Every Uber that I got in, the Uber drivers were only. It was weird, bro.
They're telling you about the spot?
Telling me about either the show from the local cat that's there or playing local music. And then every person that was a fan of mine was just trying to put me on to Seattle rappers the whole time I was there.
That's tight.
So like anytime I kicked it with somebody or people at the meet and greet, they're like, yo, I love your music. You should work with this guy. He's from here. I love your music. Like 50 people in a row told me that. And I'm just like, damn. everybody here really supports each other to the point where it's like there was no egos, there was no BS. It was just like we fuck with our city.
Yeah,
that was the coolest thing I've ever seen. And then I literally went to the homie show who, I'm exaggerating, he didn't have 200 followers, but he might have had 10,000 followers, but 9,000 of those followers must have been in Seattle because dude sold out a big ass show.
Yeah.
You know, so crazy.
200. That's how I would have done my man right here. He got like 150 followers. How many followers you got?
Wow.
The 150 piece, hey man, get in where you fit. You know,
I'm just kidding, dog. I'm just kidding.
He's all got 30,000, 50,000 and shit.
He's horrible, bro.
Oh my man. Maybe some of the drawback you can maybe talk about Arizona as far as maybe that what it is. Unity, you touched on it a little bit. You think that's Arizona's setback or what we need to step over as far as hip hop? Because I agree, talent wise, there's gentlemen yourself, all kinds of people coming up.
It's everywhere.
Crazy. So why is it not like Atlanta? Why is it not like New York?
Well, I think the difference too is like Arizona is one of the newest states. So like we're a melting pot. So as far as like creating a culture here, like it's gonna take longer to create a culture when you're actually infusing all the other cultures into us. So at the end of the day, like how many people have you met that aren't from here? Like I'd say at least 50% of the people that live here are not from here. Probably more than that. Probably more than that aren't from here. So you have all these different cultures trying to fuse together, and then even that, like even Merkham's reps New York and Arizona. Like when I was coming up, it was like Illinois and Arizona. And so all these different people come here and then get some clout, and it's just different than somebody who's born and raised in Atlanta and really Atlanta has an established culture, whether you want to be a part of it or not. It's just there, no matter what. New Orleans has a culture, like Texas has a culture. All these different places have a culture that you know what it is. It's well established and identified. Chicago has a culture. So it's what is the Arizona culture?
Shout out Chi-Town.
You know? So I think that's one of the things. I think unity is one of the things. And then it's kind of weird because at the same time, I think it was King of the Hill out here for so long where everybody wanted to be the King of the Hill.
Sure.
So sometimes to get there, motherfuckers thought they had to step on everybody else. And it's like, well, nah, if y'all would have just built a ladder and then helped everybody up, then... But it's that whole, put your mask on first. So it's a tough balance.
Yeah,
it's hard to do. It's hard to do.
Because we've seen a few people and interviewed a few people, and it's kind of the same thing. The talent is crazy,
Yeah.
But for some reason, it's never the whole team.
But
you know what I mean? It's
thing
one person at a time.
Well, for sure
one person at a time. One person at a time.
Well, and everybody sounds so different where, like for me, when I blew up, I couldn't necessarily put on, like, let's just say Alexis, right? Like, I wouldn't have been able to just put him on because his sound doesn't really match mine.
Right.
Like Ali Dominique would have been probably the one person that right away my fans would have loved him, so I could have put him on. So once again, going into that culture is like if you make music in Atlanta, you all make similar music.
Yeah.
So when one of them blows up, they can put all those other people on because like if you like Migos, you're gonna like this.
Right.
Where like me blowing up, just because I blew up doesn't mean you're gonna like Trinidad Cardona, or you're gonna like Injury Reserve, or you're gonna like Alexis, or Young Reese. You're probably not gonna like them.
Right.
And
a bunch of different types of music.
Yeah, so that's I think why when one person gets on here, it's not like dope, we're all on, because we're all so different.
But like what he was saying, the crazy thing is we've had a bunch of people, some of the people that you just named, but everybody says the same thing. We all agree, right, that it's not enough unity and everybody's stepping on each other to get there. So why has there not been a change? You know what I mean?
I think there has been a change. I think there's definitely been a change from when I got on to what it is now.
Yeah.
Like,
that was gonna be my next question.
Yeah, there's definitely
being
a
on
change.
so long and where you're at.
Trying, you know what I mean? We're trying.
Yeah.
This is the point of what we do.
I think it really is that culture thing. I think that at the end of the day, like, you have to do what makes sense for you and your brand, and Merkham's brand and Young Reese brand is not the same.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I hate to keep using the same people, but that, you know what I'm saying?
People know who they are. So
So that's what it is. It's like you
because
can't. Those two camps don't mob together, and it wouldn't make
not at
sense
all.
for them to mob together. So I think that's really the issue. Is there's not a singular sound that's Arizona. Like there's not enough artists that all sound similar and all move the same that are all dope. They can get on.
One big movement.
Yeah, where it's like the New York cats sound like New York cats.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
Or even like how when Atlanta was doing it big and they were all together making songs together, featuring on each other's stuff. A lot of it, like that same vibe.
even like the Texas, like Paul Wall, Mike Jones, Slim Thug. When all them popped off, it's like dope. If you like Paul Wall, you're gonna like Mike Jones. You're also gonna like Slim Thug. Even fucking when St. Louis popped off. And it's like, you like Jaquan, you like Chingy too.
Yeah.
You like Murphy Lee. You like.
I was going to say, Murphy Lee was my shit. St. Louis.
Yeah, so it's like once you can say that this is the culture of the area and everybody sounds similar, or there's a clique here that all has the same sound and one of them blows, then it'll make sense. Until then, it's like singular people are just going to keep blowing up.
Right.
Man.
It makes sense.
It makes sense. I mean, he spoke it. He's lived it, right?
Exactly.
Maybe one of your memories, the fondest memories, or how you want to be remembered as far as maybe professionally and personally, when this is all said and done, and when it's
ready. That's a good question. For me, I feel like I just want to be somebody that motivates, inspires, and that gives people a platform. If 10 years from now, I'm known as the Indie Amplify guy instead of the nerd rapper, that would be super cool for me. If I'm the person that's known as like, yo, he did it on his own, or he did it independently and he helped 100,000 other artists do the same thing, that's way cooler than being known as like, oh yeah, he made I Guess I Smoke. Now, hindsight being 2020, that's also cool too. But my ultimate goal and my purpose in life, I feel like, is to help other artists do what they love and help people learn the business and make a career, and outside of the music to be happy and live a meaningful life. That's what I would love to be known for 20 years from now.
Right.
There you go.
It makes sense because, like you said, you made that was an accomplishment, but this is different. Like you helping out other people. You know what I mean? Because your goals change. When you were younger, that may have been the goal to put out a dope ass song like I Guess I'll Smoke. You know what I mean? Get all the views, all the streams. But you accomplished that, and now you're a little bit older. You have a family. Your goal may have changed. Now that's something you see for the future.
Right. And I think even though I was, obviously very much laser focused, even if you look at my journey, like the whole time I was still trying to help other people. I was still trying to bring people up with me. I was still trying to work with as many folks and do as much as I could with other people, and I still had these conversations even back then. I was never afraid to hold in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like I always spoke my truth and spoke about the game and tried to encourage others on how to move and what they should be doing, and not just that, giving people opportunities, whether it was I used to book shows and put artists to open up before me that were from here. I used to throw local showcases called Prove It every month. I used to throw house parties and let people perform at those. I used to do all these different types of things to help artists get a platform to do their shit. So even when the goal was to make it on, part of the reason why I wanted to make it on was to help others do the same thing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man, that's why we started this platform, honestly. We started from the paint on the floor to the lights that you're seeing, everything. Just meeting this guy and wanting to help Arizona and put something on.
Yeah, trying to make a platform for people who are doing their thing that maybe people haven't even heard of.
Right.
We brought people on that had never been interviewed before, never been on a podcast, nothing.
And then we're sitting across from you and shit. You know what I mean?
There we go.
Now we're talking Futuristic. What the hell?
A little bit of touch before we get out of here. Cannabis. How do you feel about cannabis? Have you ever been a cannabis user?
Yeah. What's crazy? Like I smoked more weed when I was like 12, 13, 14 than like now.
If we're being honest,
I quit smoking when I moved out here, kinda, cause I didn't really have a plug, and then I quit for basketball basically, cause I was like, yo, I'm out of shape. Stopped smoking right after the season. I go to this party. I'm like, oh, it's going down. Finna smoke. Season's over. We lost.
Right.
It is what it
it's
is.
Over.
You know what I'm saying? So I go smoke, and I just felt crazy. I got mad paranoid, mad anxiety. I'm in the bathroom every 5 minutes checking my face. I feel like my face is melting off. I feel like I'm pissing myself. I'm like, what's going down? This is crazy. And since then, it's like smoky type shit. Like I just really like it's not that bad, but
I don't know. You look like you did it. Like
I just haven't enjoyed it as much.
Yeah,
so like I could smoke around my people. Like if it's just me, my DJ on a tour bus, people that I'm
really comfortable.
Yeah, people that I'm cool with, like, yeah, we could smoke and have a great time and laugh and whatever. But like, I could never be right here, right now.
Okay, like, yeah.
I was gonna say we got like white people in the corner and shit.
Yeah,
we got two Mexicans interviewing you. Shit looks suspect. I'm gonna say
sitting behind me right now. If I was high, I'd be sitting in that corner with my back on the wall, like
shit looks suspect.
Yeah. So it's
shit is suspect right now.
It's just
your boy is in my office and shit. I don't know. He's over there on the phone.
Probably back there. I don't know. He's making deals and shit.
Shit is going on.
Let's hope that's what he's doing. Is back there making a deal.
Yeah, some money, baby.
Yeah.
Get the bag.
Real quick, man, what you got going on in 2022? You was in Colorado, dunking and surfing in the crowd.
Yeah. At every show.
All that good
That's
stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like no matter how many people are there, I got to do the crowd dunk. I've dunked on 12 people before. Don't matter.
Oh, we got a little something at the end of the show tonight.
We're gonna
get it in, and we're gonna really see what he's talking about because I put them fucking 3-inch screws in just for you. You know what I mean?
Let's go.
Those three.
Basketball over there just for you.
Oh yeah, it's going down. So we'll do that. But yeah, 2022 for me just
we're gonna
looks
do
like
1v1, me and him.
Run it up. This is gonna be the first sport my guys played since 2003.
You got that right.
It's gonna be lit. So yeah, man. Just more life, more growth. Growing Indie Amplify. I also manage Michael Manelli, Oswin Benjamin, Chris Rivers, Anakin, Elisa Gutierrez, Poetics. I manage a lot of cats now. I'm just growing my platforms. And I'm going to drop some different music this year under a different name. So y'all might got an exclusive. I'm dropping different music under a different name.
Wow. Is it because we're doing like a change of like genre? Or
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So a lot of experimental music is going to be coming out under a different name. And I'm really excited. I've been sitting on this music for like 3 years. So I finally feel like since this is the decade mark for me, it's like, cool, let's bring nostalgia this year for Futuristic, and then let's start a new career under a new name.
Real quick, Moiso's one of our lovely sponsors.
The 3-pack.
Said the dunk in Colorado looked a little rusty.
Ooh.
My guy Chance said you didn't make it as far out there as you used to.
Yeah. Nah, I jumped off 2 feet and I should have jumped off 1.
Okay.
Oh, okay. He knew. He felt it.
Okay.
He felt it.
Nah, because when my camera guy gave me the boomerang of me going, I'm like, damn, I didn't really get off the ground that much. And
so he noticed it too.
Yeah, I for sure noticed it. And yeah, I mean, you know, a couple sprained ankles, a bad knee later, you know what I'm saying? It's a little different. It's a little different.
Mike couldn't get off the ground.
I'm Mike on the Wizards right now.
5 more years, you got what you got to look forward to.
There we go. Yeah.
4-5 on the Wizards.
Yeah. I'm Michael Jordan on the Wizards right now, so the bounce ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? I might miss a dunk at the All-Star game.
2-3 then, huh?
Yeah. So yeah, you know, it's one of them things. It's definitely a little rusty.
Shout out to Moisos though, man. Always hooking your boys up. They're gonna actually hook your boy up. My birthday is Friday, so we're gonna be running on in the 420 limo. So shout out to the 420 for hooking your boy up on my birthday.
Down.
Golden Margarita, we'll be there.
We'll be at Golden Margarita.
Golden Margarita's a vibe.
Oh yeah, shout out to Jim, man. Jim's my dog.
Yes sir, Jim Ray.
Yeah, man, he's a cool guy, man. He got all kinds of cool stuff. Go hang out over there. They got good food. They got good people. They got all kinds of great service. All kinds of great stuff, man. So go hang out with that man. You've been over there. You threw a little concert with all your friends over there. I seen that.
Yeah. Did a little showcase. I was wasted.
Oh wow.
Oh my goodness, that's probably the drunkest I've been in like years. I don't even know how it happened. They asked me. I was supposed to perform at the end. And I was like, Ali,
can't do it.
Fuck out of my face. I'm not performing. There's no way. There's no way. There's footage of her just yelling at me in the club, and I'm just like,
not gonna do it.
It's not happening. There's no way.
Yeah, man. If you ever need a ride, they can hook you up, man, in a luxury style. So make sure you tap into the 420 Ultimate Tours.
Yes, sir.
Then go have your fun with your limo and all that good stuff.
Boom. 420 Tours, the Golden Margarita. Get wasted.
Get wasted, man. It's going down Friday. Any last shout outs you want to give out, man? I know we got a few.
I think y'all have shouted out everyone.
We did.
I don't think there's any shout outs left for me to give.
Austin's asleep back there. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm tired of your fucking
shout out mom, shout out dad, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all for having me and shit like 30 years ago.
Hell yeah.
You're the real MVPs.
Y'all did that.
Y'all heard that, man.
Yes, sir. But I mean, on a more serious note, just follow Indie Amplify. Follow all the artists that I mentioned. Support the homies management, Futuristic, Indie Amplify. Anything you ever need from me is going to be in one of them 3 places. So, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah. Man, shout out to my man Austin in the background, man, for getting this all together. Downloaded the app. Get the app downloaded, man. All kinds of great content. Free. He's going to have all kinds of great stuff from this to put out. So shout out him, Cannabis Cactus, always free. Shout out my man Tuki over there in the background, one of the best writers for Cannabis Cactus. He's got the dabs ready. We about to get some dab games going, so we're going to get a little higher than we supposed to.
I don't know.
Shout out to Los Films in the background over there.
Los Films.
He's holding the ice chest down and has been bartending me all episodes, so I appreciate you, dog. Don't worry, we're going to get somebody for that. We stepping up. We just had Futuristic, so we stepping up. Next step, we're going to hire a bartender.
Yeah. Oh, now that's a vibe. A little bartender with the booty shorts in the back.
Okay, I see.
Gotta be a lady. Gotta be a lady.
Shakers and shit. Okay.
The ratio is all the way off in here. So let's definitely get a lady over here, you know, doing it right. One of these little shakers.
God damn it. Well, Austin brought his friend. I thought it was a different friend.
Come on, man.
We didn't know Austin's friend.
Who let this guy in here?
Tuki did it right. Tuki did it right. He knew it. He
brought the ratio out. Okay.
God damn it.
Right.
Shit. Man, what you want to say, man? You want to say your shout outs?
No, man, I just want to shout out the sponsors once again, like you said, but we've shouted them out 100 times. I just want to thank Futuristic, man. We appreciate you for coming on. This was a lot of dope information. This was cool as hell. Way to kick it off, man. Season 6, episode 1.
Season 6, episode 1 with Futuristic.
Damn, it's going down. You know who it is. It's the homie Toe here chilling. One half your favorite group, Homegrown. I want to say thank you to everybody and everybody that's been running it up and going crazy and telling us to come back. We weren't going to come back, and we came back even better than ever. So we appreciate all y'all. Shout out to all the sponsors, like we said. Season 6, we just fucking kicked it off, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in. I'll holla at your boy later. We about to get some shooting in.
Boom.
Let's get out of here.